You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, and smooth afternoon. If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming, and programming in other great music formats, like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy. America's Street Music is back on GJRB Bluegrass with the Grassgolds, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, and so much more. So it's time to bring it back, and on more often. It's Bluegrass Jubilee Freestyle, with all the great songs you heard before, and some new up-and-coming stars with some emerging bluegrass. Also, some all-time gospel favorites too. On GJRB. Strange things in the sky and around the world. Strange beings sighted. What's going on? All around us, conspiracy theories are being discussed. This is the show all about the strange things that are way out there. I'm Gary Russen, and this Way Out There's back with more weird stories of the strange and the bizarre. Keep looking up in the sky and let me know what you see. Way out there. Every third Friday of the month at 3 o'clock Central and anytime on GJRB. Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radioland. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between, like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radioland. Coast to coast and Way Out There fans, listen up! If you like UFO conspiracies, ghosts, and the paranormal, you'll love Spaced Out Radio, Spreaker's answer to Coast AM, with more interesting guest experts in the paranormal and UFOs each month. If you like Way Out There, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Own the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott, nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific, on Spreaker, on Periscope, and on D-Talk Radio Network. All right, I'm back. Welcome back to the Gary Russen program on GJRB Online, our Freestyle Friday edition. And it's going to be a relatively short segment. Going to get into some weather, some locals, some temperatures across America, and a lot of other places too. So join me for that. And we'll give you weather for across America. And then at 4 o'clock, we'll flip over again for part 2, and we'll start our news and comment. So we'll do that. And we're going to do it a little differently this time. We're going to do it as the scroll through social media. So we're going to do it that way. And we'll do our Facebook scanning and find different stories to talk about. And see what's going on all over the place. So it's just going to be one of those freestyle newscasts. And it's just going to be whatever, whenever, and what commentaries that we can add in there. And so we're going to kind of do what, usually I think I would say what Ed does on Tuesday nights. Just, I don't know how he does a lot of prep like I do, but when time runs out, I just kind of skedaddle through it. I just kind of play around. I just kind of wriggle through the social sites and find stories to talk about. So that's usually how I do that. And that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to do right now, since I'm kind of getting ready because we're going to do another weather on the fives. So why don't we do weather on the fives, and then we'll talk up to the next hour. What's wrong with my throat today? Jeez. Anyway, I'll talk up and do a station ID, and then we'll go to a break and do that stuff, and then be right back with more. And you're listening to the Gary Russen Program Freestyle Friday edition here on GJRB Online. Let's take a look at our weather on the fives. Take a look at some national temperatures right now. Take a look at Los Angeles, California. There's 74 degrees and 74 degrees and cloudy today. Salem, Massachusetts is 69 degrees and sunny. North Platte, Nebraska, 71 degrees and fair. Houston, Texas is 82 degrees and mostly cloudy. Going down into the other parts, Paducah, Kentucky, 91 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Tampa, Florida is 91 and fair. And Port St. Lucie, about 86 degrees. And we'll take a look at some other places, including Dallas, Texas, and Omaha, Nebraska. And let's see, maybe where Ed's at, around Eau Claire, Wisconsin. We'll do their weather too, coming up in the next half hour. And of course, we do a few of that temperatures, and we'll also drop in on Weather Nation in the next hour as well. Weather on the fives, 25 and 45 minutes past the hour on all music shows, 25 and 55 talk shows, or any time in the hour that ends in 5. Weather on the fives here on GJRB Online. And coming up next hour, we'll I might, since I usually do news and comment, I kind of throw in that weather in the news. Sometimes I will do the new weather early, sometimes. So be aware of that. Got a lot of really good, fun stuff coming up in the next hour. So I hope you'll stay with me for that here on GJRB Online. Gary J with you, the Gary Russen Program. And if you had a chance to check out my live show over at the church studios, yeah, I think it's kind of echoey, but that's because it's in a big room. We're going to work on that. I was talking with my friend Brian, who would think maybe perhaps we're going to have to get some kind of soundproof foam in that studio. So, we're working on that one. But it does sound kind of echoey. But it sounds kind of cool. It always reminds me of WABC out of New York. I don't know, for some reason. But anyway, back in the rock and roll days, So, coming up in the next half hour, we'll do news and comment, weather on the fives with Weather Nation. We'll do news updated, bomb of the hour, and we'll have another break. Got a lot of really good things coming up your way. Hey, just stay with me. It's just a fun way to join, do some fun radio. It's a Freestyle Friday, and I'm Gary J. Russen. You're listening to the Gary Russen Program Freestyle Friday edition on GJRB Online. Thanks a lot for tuning in and listening to the show. We'll be back with more of the Gary Russen Program Freestyle Friday edition, and stay tuned for that. This is GJRB Online. I'm Gary J. Russen. This is the Gary Russen Program on GJRB Online. Stay tuned to part 2 of the Gary Russen Program coming up next on the GJRB Online Network. Stand by. And we're getting close to the top of the hour here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. We'll be right back after we take this break for Station ID on the GJRB Online Network. And you're listening to the Gary Russen Program Freestyle Friday edition. And let's get ready now. Four o'clock Central Daylight Time right now, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific, and this is the Gary Russen Program Freestyle Friday edition right here on the GJRB Radio Network. This is the GJRB Online Network.